In this video, I will share with you 5 toxic characteristics in men. So if you are dating, this is when you should say thank you next. And if you're actually married to a guy like that, I'll tell you how to handle it. Hello, my name is Greta Berishita. I'm dating and relationship coach for women. For the awesome high-value women secrets, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And just before I will share with you those 5 toxic characteristics in men, don't forget to take my free self-awareness test to find out are you a woman of high value or low value, which I will drop down in the video description box below. And if you like my merch, cheese goals and not the drama, as always, you can get it in my YouTube store. The number 1 toxic characteristic in men is empty promises. So when somebody just talks, gives you, as we say, like all these poems and charms and love bombs you, but nothing ever matches up with his actions. So he promises you so much, he makes you feel so good, he brings up your expectations so high that you literally start to think you just bumped into the Prince Charming. And when he doesn't deliver at all by giving you excuses, and the excuses always look genuine, the excuses are always catastrophic, or he delivers only about 10%. Right? So you constantly hoping and waiting, because as women we like to hear nice stuff, right? So you get charmed, you create this fantasy about him, and you keep hoping and waiting. This is really, really toxic, ladies. And when you're dating this type of guy, even when you go on a first date and he tells you a lot of things, and then literally by the end of the date he splits the bill. An example would be like, hey, would you like this, would you like this, would you like to eat this, would you like a glass of champagne, would you like another one, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna take you here, I'm gonna take you there, let's go on holiday together. And at the end of the day, he's like, oh, you're paying this and I'm paying that, right? So it's basically saying, I'm gonna give you the world, but no, I'm not, because you can see with my action that there is no way, right? So if you're experiencing something like this and hoping that it will, in the future, it will change, it will not straight away say thank you next. Number 2 very toxic characteristic in guys is when we bring confusion to dating. This is really, really recommended by toxic dating coaches, by toxic pickup artist books, to bring in confusion so you don't know what we feel like. So we playing games such as hot and cold, hot and cold. He sweeps you off your feet on a date, and when he tells you something nasty, like he purposely diminishes your value, right? And when you start to feel insecure, or perhaps he promises you something and he doesn't deliver. He holds your hand in public when you guys go out, but behind the closed doors you're always fighting. It's like hot and cold, hot and cold. He takes you on a date, he sweeps you off your feet. In between the dates, there is nothing. You don't hear anything from him. He tells you you're the one, but you constantly see him flirting with other women. This confusion, this is very, very toxic. Actually, I was talking to my priest yesterday, and he actually described 5 demonic things that people do nowadays. And this is what he said. He said empty promises. He said confusion comes from the devil. When things are right, be nice and clear. He tells you what it is and he delivers. And just before we go to number 3, let me tell you how to handle it as well. So ladies, the way to handle hot and cold, if you're, let's say, married and he behaves this way, is to ignore the negativity, reward the positivity. That way, when he doesn't get your reaction for his negative behavior, there is no point for him to do that negative behavior. you know. But if you're overreacting, if you're cuddling, if you're giving him hugs and kisses when he behaves cold with you, you will be rewarding it and you will be actually encouraging it. Even if you nag and complain when he's cold with you, you're still encouraging it because you're giving him your attention when he is cold and negative to you. When somebody is not nice to you on purpose, we want an attention, we just trying to get it in a negative way. So when you remove yourself, you don't fulfill their toxic needs. And when you don't fulfill their toxic needs, long term, there is no point for them to behave that way. Number 3 very toxic characteristic in guys that you're dating is when we lying. So lying is kind of similar to empty promises. And how to spot a liar. You know, when people lie, it's really interesting because the best way to spot a liar is when somebody tells you a story, right? And you're kind of like, things don't add up, it sounds a bit illogical, it does not really make sense, you know, but you can't really call them out because you're showing them that you trust them. After a while, ask them the same question again. And basically, when somebody is lying, it's very common that we are repeating the story, but the story will not sound the same as before. Because when you make a story up, a lot of times you forget some details that you said it before. When something happened for sure, because it's in your memory as that thing happened, you will always repeat the same story. You might forget some details, but you will remember them if you'll try harder. You know, but if somebody's lying, one person we will tell one story, to the other person we will tell another story. And if the same person asks for the same story, a while later, it's gonna be a bit different because we will not remember what we told you in the first time. So this is of course very, very toxic. If you spot a liar in early stages of dating, straight away say thank you next. If you ladies are already married or in a serious relationship that you cannot get out of and you feel like he is lying, again, all you can really do is not to pay much attention to it. Ignore it, you know, do your own thing, focus on your own life. You behave high value. Ladies, the key when you are, if you are with a toxic person, when you are doing the right thing, when you are behaving high value, long term the toxic person gets inspired by you because you're always happy, you're positive, you're being creative, you're focused on your own life, you're doing the right thing, you're not really depressed, you just kind of keep going. The person that lives a toxic life, depression hits them very, very commonly and a lot of times really hard. They have all kinds of unhealthy addictions, obsessions, etc. So all of these things, after a while, they get to you when you're a toxic individual. After a while, you kind of look for the ways to drop it because you know these things are not good for you, right? And when we start to look at the high value person, a righteous person, as an inspiration eventually, and start to copy you. Right? So if you are with a toxic person, the best thing that you can do is do not copy them, but you try and live your life in the most righteous way as possible and let them eventually start to copy you. It's very likely that slowly, step by step, we'll start to make those moves. Number 4 toxic quality in men is temptation. So when we tempt you or start to have a sexual conversation very quickly. If you're on online dating, we might call you sexy, or let's say if you're going to the beach, like straight away you can feel that he's asking you like what you're wearing and about tan lines and etc, etc, like moving the conversation sexually very quickly. So I would say avoid these type of conversations straight away when a guy comes on to you like in a sexual manner. Before even meeting him, literally say thank you next, because he's only looking for something casual, something very quick, like one night stands, etc. And if it's not your thing, like just get out of it soon. Don't give yourself a headache and don't waste your time on this person. A little bit of flirting, that's fine, but elegant, kind of subtle, nice flirting is basically a man complimenting you nicely, not purposely making sexual comments and trying to, you know, explore the conversation in the ways that should not be explored in the beginning of dating. And number 5, very toxic or even demonic characteristic in man is pride. Pride is terrible. When somebody is proud, when somebody has a lot of pride in them, their goal is to stay this way, and we start to put other people down. So we start to pick on others purposely to feel more valuable, to feel more worthy, to feel better, etc. Now it's a very, very silly way to look at things, because if you are coming across a person that intentionally puts you down, calls you names or calls you silly, or you know, any kind of like bad words, what we do, we show you who we truly are. So this type of kind of nagging at somebody or putting down somebody, it only works with people that don't have much knowledge on like self-awareness and what's right and what's wrong, on toxicity, on the games, etc. But if you are a smart woman who understands human nature quite well, then the guy will start to put you down or cause fights or call you bad names. It straight away will show who they are. It will show their toxic behaviors. And for you, if you are a healthy, high value woman, it should be a huge turn off, and you will automatically drop this person in the beginning of dating. If, however, you're already stuck and you didn't see it coming and you're married to this guy, don't take bad things that he says to you personally, as it's nothing to do with you, it's everything to do with them. And what you can do in the meantime is basically just ignore their negative behavior or set in a boundary by leaving the room or leaving the house, showing them that when you're gonna behave with me badly, I'm not gonna be the one here sticking around observing this toxic behavior. So ladies, these were actually 5 things that I talked yesterday with my pastor in the church. He literally said empty promises, confusion, lies, temptation, and pride. These 5 things are all from evil. These 5 things are very, very sinful and extremely demonic. And as he was talking about it, I was just thinking about the book that I read recently, well, a couple months ago, maybe now half a year ago, and it was How to Get Beautiful Women into Bed. And I was just thinking, wow, this whole book is that pickup artist write to other guys how to use women is like demonic to another level. So ladies, try and be aware of these games, of these manipulative strategies, etc, etc, so you don't fall into the traps that guys dig out for you. So if you liked this video, please press like. Let me know in the comments below what did you think. Join Greta's High Value Women's School, where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be women of high value and bring out the best in our men. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is called Ladies Relationship Coach, and I have an amazing package which is called High Value Women, and that package includes what is the core of high high value, what high value is all about, how to love yourself properly, how to live a righteous life properly, how to be a challenge for a man, how to set healthy boundaries in a relationship. And it also includes bonus videos such as emotional control and games men play, have a knowledge and feel safe. And this whole package, all this list of videos is for sale right now on my website gretabereisaitė.com, and I will drop a link in my video description box below where to get it and as a pinned comment under my video. Thank you for watching, my queens. Kisses from Dorset.